What's up, everybody, and welcome back to John Plays Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I apologize, the last video, for some reason, my mic wasn't being picked up. I'm looking at the levels right now, and it's looking like it's picking up the sound, so hopefully that works for this one. So this is episode 6, and let's jump right back to it. So if I remember... Starting already. What? Ah, it's starting already. My goodness. If I remember correctly, I have to put 2 orbs together. And this area is nothing but cells, like prison cells. But I believe I have to put 2 orbs together, and one of them is in this chancel place. So, it feels like I haven't played in a year. Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how Father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate, grants a certain form of pride. But no, as I was saying... I believe I have to put 2 orbs together to work my way into the Inner Sanctum where Alexander is. So,
what happened to her?
And I'm hearing growling already. Yep, there's a guy down there. And I can't open those big doors. Well, this is very new looking. Nope. Don't stare.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are
Yes,
you hiding
Orpheus.
something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Come on. Go this way. Okay. Look around, see what we got in here. The light situation seems okay. What's this? Bucket of tar. Okay. And there's a tinderbox up top there.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Sounds like old Alexander's rubbing off on old Daniel a little bit. Sorry if you all have learned anything from your time watching me play this. I look around all over for stuff. Let's see what this... Just a bucket of tar. That door won't budge. There's some kind of machinery in there. It's kind of similar to the machinery I was working with a little while ago, but I know obviously it's not. Alright. was a guy walking around on the other side over here. Hopefully he's gone. Man, look at this. This is pretty cool. Ah. Another kind of... tinderbox. Another kind of experiment room. Excuse me. The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Sorry, again, it was a long weekend. Impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 pieces. I've tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There's still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? So, those cylinders that I've been finding, like in cabinets of desks that I can't pick up, but when I touch them, screen turns white and I'm able to read some stuff. It's always talking about someone saying, my love this, my love that, you know, being all sappy and whatnot. But, so, I'm starting to understand a little bit on what Alexander might be trying to do with some of these experiments. Shut. Oh. Okay. Some kind of altar. Aha, some genie lamps. Okay. So, I need to put something on that altar. There's a door in there that leads to machinery that won't budge. I have not gone this way yet. Whoa! That's new. The pedestal has a smooth hemispherical depression at the top. What's this memento? Pedestal and the chancel has a depression in the could fit an orb. Okay. This is gonna be a mistake, I feel, trying to get through here. Yep. I knew it. So
Is this still time for missing 10? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you!
I assume that I use this tar to stick. Well, but I was gonna say to help put the pieces of the orbs back together. But in another letter that I read earlier, it sounded like you don't need any kind of adhesive or anything, that the pieces of the orb just stick together. You don't have to stick them together with anything. Probably still can't get down here. So I just read. Just trying to. Two levers on the top floor are not working. It's probably some problem with the machinery. The torture rooms. See, that's the thing. Before I came into this big cavern area, I'm assuming the Inner Sanctum's through that tunnel full of electricity, but when I came in through here, there were like 6 cells that looked like torture rooms to me. Maybe I'm supposed to go back down here now. But I felt like there was nothing in any of them. The knave. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Good men?
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Okay. So, the pipes on the ceiling, or sound like they said there were pipes on the ceiling with piped-in noise from the torture chambers, which the torture chambers are where the pieces of the orb are. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go back this way right now because
I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Reich, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
see. Oops.
What lever? Oh, that lever. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Okay, well. So these are the torture. These are the torture rooms. So I have to get in there. Where do they open from?
How are things coming? Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important to you. Baron Alexander sustained my soul to his dead heart for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume. Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
I'll light these just so.
By me, and the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Meyer.
A note written by Johann Meyer. I really don't think I'm supposed to leave this area yet. Shovel. Don't know why I need this, but...
Dad, good to see you. I was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong?
Okay. What am I supposed to use this tar for? This. Why do I have a bucket of tar? And it's... What is this? I'm just going to try combining stuff real quick. No idea.
The shadow. It's close now.
Dad, good to see you.
Oh my
I
goodness.
found a Mithraeum once. One which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeus is?
No, I don't.
suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans, watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection, creation. The orbs.
What's up with this? This latch.
Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, or release by an uninitiated. I was lucky.
What?
So all I spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it. What did you find it?
Wait, I wonder if that, what I just did, had something to do with the levers that weren't working. Let me go try to find those again. Oop, come on, come on. try to light as much in here as I can. I bet those opened up the torture chambers, torture rooms.
Daniel, you have gone too far.
Shut up.
I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
What you gonna do, Alexander? Huh? What you gonna do? You gonna try to scare me with some more of your,
good to see you.
more of your
got
voice?
your doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
I do need some oil, though. Y'all know me and my oil. Got in here. So that obviously brings the bucket up. I do not want to fall down there. Okay, I'll come back to that. Running dangerously low on tinder boxes as well. Transept.
Was there something else? Violet.
Through here. Choir. Tinderbox. Candle. This is probably the note that I need to take to Agrippa. Agrippa channels Wire. Wire taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion as in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give Agrippa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most helpless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tamper. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tamper, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Karenk. I hope I pronounced that right. I'll have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. So, I need to find those 3 items. Find those 3 items. One of which is in the choir. Some kind of mushroom. Specimen. Plenty of candles in there. Very demonic looking room. Symbols and circles.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
What? What? Hey. Okay. Am I gonna find some kind of ceremonial dagger? Or some kind of dagger? After the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Okay. Really? Come on. Where's the dagger, man? So I gotta get... Gotta get blood from that guy that was hanging. I thought I heard Daniel talking to himself. Going through...
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Okay. Don't know where. Oop. Don't know where I'm supposed to go here, but the choir seems to be where these fungi are that I need to get one of my ingredients for. I don't know. Let's go this direction, see what happens.
Help her! Find a way!
Help who? Okay. Gotta find stuff. Come on, Daniel. Jesus! Startled me. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. Ew. Oh. There's one piece. A bone. Pull yourself together. Hey, no. I got my lantern out. Come on. Pull yourself together, man. Sit here under this torch for a minute. Maybe that'll help. A couple jump scares in there. Come on. Breathe. Breathe. Okay. Straighten it out. Starting to straighten out. I thought. God, I can't see a thing. Everything's blurry. It's not fair. I literally... Where? What? Shoot. Oh, I was just gonna say... Come on! Okay. Let's go this way now. Pretty sure this is the area where that guy was. Where I just died. I just don't know where. That scurrying noise I keep hearing. This way.
Shimmering light.
Oh god, he's over there.
The wheel is good for keeping your victim still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
Ew.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with no intent, but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Ew. It's a torture device. Alright, so we got 2 pieces of this board. Look at that hammer, man. Okay, they set the choir. Had this fungus in it. Okay. Crap. so annoying, man. It's so annoying. Okay. So. It's the bridge I just went over. Another bridge. Not sure where this goes. Are you kidding me already? Like, am I already in the presence of this guy? Ew. Man. Yeah, I want to say... Oh, no, I've not been this way yet because... Ha! One of my 3 ingredients. Probably another piece of an orb in here somewhere. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. So 3 torture instruments: a wheel, this brass bull, and a coffin that was full of spikes. There's got to be a piece of an orb in here somewhere. If I actually do light that. Guess we'll see what that did. What it could have done. I could have swore there'd be another... I could have swore there'd be another piece of an orb in here. There had to be one in here. Glad I came back. And a tinder box. Come on. up so... Just let him kill me. How does it catch up so quick? Don't run. Get out of this big room. There have to... need to get out of here. This room sucks. Where's the body that was hanging here? Because there absolutely was a body hanging here. A more appropriate workspace is needed before the tar can be applied. Well, so I found one of the 3 ingredients I need for the whatever it is I have to make to release Agrippa. I'm gonna stop saying it like that. It's getting old. But I also need... Wait a minute, have I not been in here? Oh yeah, no, I've been in here. However, I, for some reason, didn't check the... Check the drawers. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time but by anguish. Okay. Oh, what? That's random. Okay.
Was there something else? Incredible. You found Vile's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another world. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vile describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the Inner Sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Okay. Okay. My problem is, where do I
Looks
put
like
the
you cleaned out
orb?
the choir. Head for the transept and find the rest of the orb pieces.
Sure. The transept. And the transept is over here. No. Just, yeah, stop. To the transept I go. Yeah, I haven't actually come in here yet. It's a very wide open room. Oh.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
There's a door. There's a couple doors, actually. Make sure I don't miss any oil or tinder boxes. There are 3 doors in here, which I assume lead to 3 pieces of orb. Let's go up here first. See what's up here. Oh man. Why is climbing these stairs so difficult? Of Alexander. Picture of the crucifixion. Ah! What's this? Okay. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain. While the victim is still dazed, proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you're whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it's likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. I love how amnesia is capitalized. Well played. Amnesia drink. I've had a feeling another one of these need to be in here. It is you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I've become. I'm not blind. I'm a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time, it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Well, you know what, Alexander? You're a dick, so do us all a favor, yeah? I gotta pay more attention to these paintings too. Remember, there's a freaking painting that was hiding a key. Ugh. So, alright, so that's the door I came in. Let's start over on this side. Ew. Pick it up. Tinderbox. Oh, look at this guy's face. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. Oof. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Ooh, look at that, man. So they hanged him right here. Back out to the main room. Again, I'm trying not to do the side rooms first. Asphyxiation, looks like. The kidnapper sat on her knees while with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave away to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Ouch! Okay, where's the piece of orb? What is this? Oh. Okay, so hands tied there, feet get tied there. Here we freaking go. You know what? No. Just sit here by these candles. Oh, there's a... There it is. Come on. So I'm still missing two. I'm still missing 2 ingredients for that. Oh my god, man, come on with the slow reaction. Come on.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Okay.
No, please! I'll do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
Are you, though, sir? Got all the orb pieces. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. Oh! Excuse me. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. You could make him forget again. Okay. Okay, so now I have all 3 pieces of the orb. Game isn't hard, it's just intense, kind of draining. Like, I'd rather play like Dark Souls or something, or Blood. I love those, man. I love those games, man. Dark Souls series, Bloodborne. I love them.
I see what all the pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you, But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save me. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Sounds good, Agrippa. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. So I have all the orb pieces. I need to find 2 more ingredients to make some tonic to release Agrippa. So I will focus on that starting with the next episode. But until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.